I'm sorry, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Whew. It is late over here. But I want to tell you a little bit how my day went. It was very interesting. But you know what? I expected it to be that way. I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you a bit about it when I come back. So let's get it started because I need people to understand what is going on, what's happening, how it's happening, and it's not happening the way that you thought it would happen. And if you're not watching, you might miss the boat, right? So we're gonna look at some undisputed words, undisputed. I mean, it's really, if I gotta say undisputed, when I actually bring it out and you still try to fight it, you just ain't meant. I mean, there's no shape, form, or fashion. If the Father don't want you to be saved, I don't care how much a person try to convince you. If he already has his eyes set on you for evil, that means you can see angels open the sky, come down screaming, ah, and tell you exactly what to do. And you will still look at them and say, nope, I'm not doing it. But you won't be able to blame the Father for it. He'd be like, I done gave you all these opportunities. It's just that he just did not give you the ability to accept them. That is powerful. That he literally gives you all the opportunity to take it, but you don't have any power to accept it. Whew, that's humbling. That is, man, that's kind of shaky right there. All right. Salute to everyone watching by Bantu Yisolele Twitter account. Salute to everyone watching by Yasha Yahoo or Yashaya Yahoo Facebook page. Salute. Ooh, excuse me. To everyone watching by Left Shift to Healing RA Facebook page. Salute to everyone watching by Truth Colors Yeshaya Congo Facebook page. Salute to everyone watching by King David YouTube channel, because the other I Am King David YouTube channel is still out of commission. Salute, well, actually, that is all of the channels, all the pages, because Periscope is now Twitter, so that's all gone. So salute to Goshen, salute to Michaela Micah, Annie Tana, Cheryl, and I also want to give a big, warm salute to my mother. This place where I'm at right now is beautiful. But the people who have been beat down for so long, they don't know it. They don't. So it's a great opportunity to be alive in this moment and to see what the Father is about to do. My bad, is doing, right? So may the will of my Father be done on the earth as it is in the heavens, or be done in the heaven, to be done on earth as it is in the heavens. There's another session of Truth Colors. But where we at though? Many people have talked about it for a while. Somebody gonna do it. We're dang on it. We done did it. So all praises to the Father. You're about to see where Truth Colors is the first time ever coming from, right? Is this not something powerful, right? True Colors, where are you? Let's see. Let's get to that intro. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Get something to drink. You know, they don't stop nothing. I've still got a little something to drink over here. Let's get it.
Other Psalms.
Revelations. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark into his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Satan cast into the lake of fire. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. The great white throne. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which was in the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But I will tell you what will happen to cowards and to everyone who is unfaithful or dirty-minded or who murders or is sexually immoral or uses witchcraft or worships idols or tell lies. They will be thrown into that lake of fire and burning sulfur. This is the second death.
Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Hey, Yahuwah says your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Multitude like the haters, not your haters, they're your fruit.
Beats by Other Psalms.
Truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors. Ayy, when you learn the truth, it will set you free. Many are held captive, stolen identity. But let me just shoot the breeze, release you from sin. take and squeeze. He's all like enemies, no matter the color you see. That true flame, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, yeah, yeah, truth colors.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I do have a lot to say. Some things need to be revamped on what was said over here, because there's some steps that needs to be taken, like literal steps that need to be taken before chumming down here. There is this thing at the customs. When you come down here, they know that Americans, we do things in excess, and it's like they depend on that to make their hit. I got the infamous X on my bag, back all three of them. Now, what happens is when you have the X written on your bag, like in chalk, like your bag is about to line the chalk, dead bag walking, or dead bag rolling, meaning where they're coming to take something from you. And they're going to do it in such a subtle way that it seems correct to the ones who have put up with it. But to the ones who ain't having it, there's a little problem, little misunderstanding in customs today. There's a lot of misunderstanding going on in customs today. But like this, it got so bad, it was talking about deporting me, and it's not even 24 hours. We about to deport him. You ain't got no power over me. One person had to say, let's play this. I'm being babysat now. They're watching me. They got babysitters. So stuff is hilarious. So like what happened? Let me show you how it went down and then how everything started to change. All right, so when you come in, they tell you that you gotta pay $20 to come into the airport. I was like, why? They said that's just our custom. I was like, why y'all robbing people like that? Who was the person who made that? Tell them, get down here. I would tell them to their face, that is stupid. I said, there's no place in America where you literally come in and go out whatnot. So you have to pay $20 to leave, pay $20 to come in. And people leaving a day. So it's straight up robbery on that part, right? I wasn't paying that. Nope. No, I'm not paying that. So they was like, oh, well, come with us. It's like, I'll come, you know. And so I'm in the back with them, whatever. And in the back, they was like, so what you here to do? What you? And I was like, I'm here to start a war. What? I brought the Bible. And it was like, well, you got peace and everything. And each time I was saying, I just felt something rear up in me. To where I said, Elf, Islam. Man, somebody up and like, no, that right there, I will not sit down and allow you to say that. And you say, we're mostly Muslims over here. I was like, don't mean you correct, just because there's a lot of y'all. Islam, you take that back. No. I said even the Messiah wasn't with that. So I'm going back and forth when it was like, because I didn't believe in nothing. It was like, they was like, you're a Christian? I was like, I'm not a Christian. So I was like, Elf. I said, they was like, I was like, Elf Islam, and I said, Elf Jesus. Oh, devil man, you don't believe in nothing? I was like, yeah. I'm up here quoting the Bible. You hear me speaking the Bible, just chopping them up. This one dude, bald head dude, was like, he's like, you ugly. I was like, no, you ugly. You ugly than a mother. You ugly. You are a tar baby. And I'm not even talking about the color. Because I've seen some black beautiful women who are dark. But I'm talking about you are just freaking ugly. Look at his face. And I'm going in on this dude. I was like, no, you didn't. You. One thing you can see is the eyes. You. He was like, I can't. You are irritating me. I was like, he was so mad. He was heated. I was like, I ain't did nothing. I was like, I have the right to freedom of speech. I can say what the heck I want to say. I said, I am literally innocent until proven guilty. I'm sitting in your office. I haven't done nothing. You gonna deport me for what? That's just the first half. Second half. So you don't pay the $20 for coming in. Will you get the visa? Yes, I'll get the visa. How much is the visa? $60. Okay, no problem. Bring my change. It's $40. It's 20, 40. Just in case y'all don't. It was like, we don't know if we want him to stay. But the same dude who was upset that I said something about Islam, I was like, Jesus is not his name. It can't be. I said the SUS part of it means pig. So I didn't curse his name. I cursed a name that's not his name. I said, but Islam, he wasn't rocking with Islam. You know how I know? Because Islam is what? A religion of peace. The Messiah says, I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. So he was literally cutting himself off from everything that would be here at this time. Saying, I'm not about Islam. I'm not about Christianity. I'm not about anything about coexistence. I'm here to start a war. I said, I would chop up all your pastors and every single thing when they try to talk, cut them up. Dude was up there trying to speak to me when that, and when each time he tried to say something to me, I would hit him with the word. I would hit him with the word so hard that he had nothing to say. He was just like, I was like, what you gotta say? I'm sorry. Cat got your tongue. I'm listening for you. Tar baby, say something. Say. Oh, you can't say nothing. I cut you down in 2 seconds. Think what I can do to the rest of y'all pastors out here. They didn't know what to do. They was literally had no idea what to do. We just going to send them back like it was some bad fish. Just throw it back in the ocean. So then it's the second part. Customs is dealing with him. So customs got two of my bags. They came in and was like, identify your bags. So well, that's my bag right there. That's my keyboard. We already had my keyboard with me. And I said, okay. And it was like, where my bag at? They was in the back with customs with the X on. They was like, we see some devices in there. It was like, yeah, my devices. Yes, we need you to open the back. Because I locked that bad boy. That bad boy was, where's it at? Where? Every single bag was locked. And I didn't lock the handles because they could break them off. You put the zippers together in that hole it makes and put it right there dead in the middle. It's secure. If you put them on the outside, like someone told me, they can just break off the zipper handles, and it can still get in your bag. But if you lock the middle, put the zippers together in an interlink like this, and put it right straight in the center, they ain't open it up. My bag went through everywhere. It went from America, no one checked it, all the way down to Brussels, no one checked it. As soon as it gets to Africa, we want to see what's in the bag. We saw some goodies, electrical goodies. And I was like, yes, those are my goodies. And your hands were not touchy. We need you to open the bag. I opened the bag and they saw it. It was like, okay, next bag. Open the next bag. They saw it. We need to see the other bag. They put an X on all my bags. And then it's like, now we need to take you out to the front to show you something. I was like, what's that? When you come in, you see on the wall, it says, one this, two that, one personal computer. Okay. I'm watching everything else. So they dictating what you can have when you first come in here. They're trying to tell you can only have one personal computer. And so then after that, what? This is how they get their little money scheme. Go back to the room in customs. Now, you see the wall, right? Yes. It says one personal computer. You have 3. And 3 I shall leave with. You saw the wall, right? Yes. I said, we can buy as many computers we want to. Y'all have no right to tell us we can't have all 3 of our computers. And that's when it comes in degrees of pause. Well, we won't say nothing if you give us a little something. I was like, no. You say, what? No. Right. No. I said, it's robbery. Why I gotta pay you to keep my stuff? What? But y'all want to quote Bible. Why I gotta give you my stuff, give you some money just to keep what I have paid for, what belongs to me? Because it's our custom. Fuck your custom. What? We could take this to the office. Let's go. Because I ain't giving you nothing. So as we walking, and they're literally behind me with my bags, pulling them all the way up to another place. I literally went over kindly and I grabbed a rock. I grabbed a nice big rock that was square. Because at this time, I feel if any kind of war about to break out, we're going to start swinging. I'm about to clock someone in the head with a rock. I'm about to crack open somebody's skull like a coconut. And I meant every word of it. I didn't say nothing. They just see me grab a rock and grab my hand, and I had my hand wrapped around it, and I had my fist balled up, and we walking straight to customs. And I looked at him, I said, I don't trust you. In fact, I don't trust none of y'all. Not near one of y'all. And I'm ready to go down, whatever. As we were walking towards the other part of customs, this man stops and says, "This is not all that. You know, most people just come in and just do it." I was like, "No." He called on the phone, called the person and says, "I'm just going to call the lady who's over customs and say, just let him go. This is too much. He about to try to crack us in the head, give us, he's about to pertain to violence. Just let him have his stuff." And I still held on to my rock. So we just need to go to the back, and I'm just saying, just let them have his stuff. He didn't do this, he didn't pay none of this, but just let him go. Wave him. Let him be waved. The other people who have seen other people come down here and get taken was shocked. They looked at me like, "Man, this Rasta man ain't no joke." He grabbed a rock and was going to crack one of their skulls. "Who is this guy? I like him." Two of them, they were laughing like, "We ain't never seen nothing like this, like that. This is history. They're going to remember this. They're watching my moves." Anywhere I move, they're going to be right there watching like, where he at? If they hear anything going on, they're going to be like, was it him? They think I'm a terrorist. The military was shaken. When he see me pick up a rock, and I was like, "Do you understand?" I said, "There's many more of us coming." I said, "If y'all send me back, I'm just bringing back many more of my brothers and sisters. And we will come down here and burn this bitch down. What do y'all want to do?" We will start a riot in this bad boy. Do not play with us. We are not the same. So, this is what it has been. So I was in there majority of my time when I first got here, going through customs, not trying to play that game. And then later on the night, we seen some teens, and I just started speaking to them. Real talk. And it was like, who is this guy? And they see me dumping on Jesus. And I'm speaking to them. And they're listening. They're grabbing every single thing that I'm saying to them. And it was not hard for them to understand. They grasped it. I'm telling you, like in their teens, understanding what I'm saying. Like, this is real. They must be trying to come over to the Passover or try to come over more often. But I know more of the work is going to be done speaking to the young people. Hey, you ain't going to be messed up like your mama messed up. You ain't going to be messed up like your daddy messed up. You ain't going to do that. Something different, something new over here. But tonight was been powerful. People seeing the difference. They saw a change. They saw me stood up for what I believed in. They saw me grab a rock and was willing to fight for it in the airport. Saw it. And I was ready to go down. I didn't care. So, now we need to look at the characteristics of what was said when he said they will leave out with great substance. Then we need to look at the context of let's ask a couple questions. Let's see if we can establish something. What was Noah's day like? Think about it. The Messiah is giving you a location. He's giving you a certain mindset to have when he says the Son of Man will be like the days of Noah. Number one, it's going to be pinpointing when the Son of Man will be coming. Number two, it also shows you how to prepare. It shows you what to expect, but not to expect. We doing that today? I guess we are. All right. So I done said a couple of things. We are going to find those evidences. So we're going to the book of Jubilees. Let's get it in. For those who don't know where we at, we are right now in Eden. Yes, True Colors is no longer in AZ, Phoenix, Arizona. We are now been relocated to the fatherland, the garden or Eden. The Father made a garden in Eden. The place is called Eden, even though it says Africa. It's gonna be like bait. When people come here, like, oh, it's Africa. No, I just couldn't find the files of where I actually did it for, and I just probably had to go ahead and redo that. But I wanted to do something tonight to bring it out first. But when people see Africa, they'll be like, oh, Africa. And then they come in and like, oh, he called it Eden though. Yes. So Africa is gonna be used as bait. People understands Africa. So it'll become the fish. It's gonna become the fish or the worm to draw in the people. He said Africa to come in like it's Eden. And I'm showing the scriptures. Father created a garden in Eden. The whole place is Eden, and you put a garden inside of Eden, the Garden of Eden. Not Africa, not Ambo, not even Kenya, not Azania, none of that is Eden. All right, so let's go get Jubilees. Let's get Noah. Share this video. In fact, while you at it, give this video some thumbs up, some likes. You know, we got to show YouTube what we like. When they try to take things away from you, you must show them like, hey, this is what we like, okay? This is what we like. Right. Noah and the flood jubilees, man. All right, let's get it. Can y'all hear me okay? All right. All right, the building of the ark, sacred text, we don't want that. This is what we want. Yeah, I just go from here. Dang it, man. All right. So we need to see something. What does the ark represent? All right, now let's get something. Look what it says right there. Readiness at any hour. Look at that. Matthew 24:37. Look what it says. Readiness at any hour. No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so will it be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage up to the day Noah entered the ark. Now, look at the days of Noah. So he said the Son of Man would be like the days of Noah. Now we're about to get into what? Watch this. 2 from a family, 1 from a city. All right. Look at that. Invitation to repentance. I hope y'all starting to get this. I hope y'all starting to get this. I hope y'all starting to get the picture. I will gather all those who grieve. He's been saying the same thing over and over and over again, but they're hidden away in the parables. Look how it's coming in. Israel restoration. Invitation to repentance. Readiness at any hour. I hope y'all starting to get these names. Boom. These are all like little arrows pointing. You're on this way, this way, this way, this way. Keep going this way. Keep going. That's what the parables are. That's what the gospel is, hidden in parables. Entering the ark. Come on now. Come on now. So now we see something. There's a pattern going on here. The Son of Man will be like the days of Noah. Notice that there is a time of being prepared. Number 1, the ark had to be built. Let me see. We want to go back. All right. Let's go. Corruption, look at this, on the earth. Are we not looking at corruption on the earth right now? Is not what's happening right now? The world is being corrupted. Like, seriously. Then the Father saw that the wickedness of man was great upon the earth. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. What is the Nephilim? Let me show you the Nephilim. Just in case you might have missed it. Welcome to the giants. Look how tall he is compared to him. Look how huge his head is compared to his. The age of the giants. And he wants to bite off people's heads. The Nephilim. This is what it is. Venom would be representative of the Nephilim. Look where they came from. They came from the sky. If you look at the beginning of the movie, let's go in it. The beginning of Venom. Intro of Venom. That is the Nephilim. So the Son of Man will be like the days of Noah. The Nephilim will be on the earth. Pokemon, Nephilim, all that. All right, let's go. And now it's we brought it up so many times. Don't want to really touch on it right now. I'm focusing on something else right now for the moment. All right. So Noah wins favor with the Father, right? Now, remember, the days of the Son of Man would be like the days of Noah, right? So remember how the Father is treating one person. That's why this person who will be the Son of Man will be given as a witness or even as a covenant for the rest of the people, because Noah was that covenant for the rest of his family. Ta-da! Now, Noah, however, found favor in the eyes of Yah. This is the account of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Right? Notice when he says he fulfilled the righteousness that Father required from him, and he was blameless in his generation. Noah walked with the Father, and Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in the sight of Yah and full of violence. This is called, the new Venom is called Let There Be Carnage. Okay. Now watch this. Now the earth was corrupt in the sight of Yah and full of violence, and Yah looked upon the earth and saw that it was corrupt, for all living creatures on the earth had corrupted their ways. So the Son of Man will be coming at a time when the earth would have corrupted their ways, completely corrupted them. Preparing the ark. Then Yah said to Yah, the end of all living creatures has come before me, because through them the earth is full of violence. Now behold, I will destroy both them and the earth. Make for yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark and coat it with pitch inside and out. And this is how you are to build it. He's not to lean on his own understanding on how to build this. The Father is telling them exactly what to do. So the Son of Man will be given something that he himself will be told to do. He's not to lean to his own understanding, but he's to do what is been instructed of him to do, just like Noah, because he's going to be used to prepare a place of safety for the Father's people. And you're going to see that the people are going to be just like the animals. All of them didn't get on, just the ones the Father called, or those who heard the call. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. You are to make a roof for the ark, finish its walls a cubit from the top, place a door in the side of the ark, and build lower, middle, and upper decks. And behold, I will bring flood waters upon the earth to destroy every creature under the heavens that has breath of life. Everything on the earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant. Here's a covenant in the midst of destruction. Wherever destruction lies at, a covenant is always being made somewhere else. Destruction can come only after a covenant has been established. Look what he said. And I will bring flood waters upon the earth to destroy the other half. But I will establish my covenant with you. So while I'm killing them, I'm going to be showing love to you. Double-edged sword. Judgment and mercy flowing at the same time. This one will receive destruction. You're going to receive my grace at the same time. So at the same time, I'm bringing flood waters on the earth and killing people. You're in the ark being raised up. So their downfall is raising you up. It's powerful. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. Everyone is coming up under Noah. And you, watch this, and you are to bring 2 of every living creature into the ark, male and female. 2 from a family, 1 from a city. Male and female will be chosen. 2 from a family. Male and female to keep them alive with you. Watch this. 2 of every kind of bird and animal and crawling creature will come to you. What did he say? Will come to you. To be what? So these ones who the Father chose, he is going to send these animals to, for what? To be kept alive. Ooh. Wow. The animals are going to be sent to you. Notice he didn't say you're going to have to go search for them. You're going to have to go grab them in. Nope. He said they're going to come to you. So the Son of Man, the days of the Son of Man will be like the days of Noah. The days of Noah, he didn't seek out those who were supposed to be saved. The ones who were supposed to be saved were sent to him. It wasn't his job to seek them out. It was the job of the Father to send them. There's a difference. And that's what the scripture shows. Remember, scripture says what? As it was in the days of Noah, so will it be at the coming of the Son of Man. So it will be what? People, Father will be sending people to the Son of Man for salvation. Just like Noah. And you are to bring 2 every living creature into the ark, male and female. Hope y'all get that. To be to keep them alive with you. Two of every kind of bird and animal and crawling creature will come to you to be kept alive. You are also to take for yourself every kind of food that is eaten and gather it as food for yourselves and for the animals. Now the Father gave me the word a while back was like, son, if I was to bring all the people or send all the people to you, if I was to send two of every kind of bird and animal and crawling creature will come like they're being sent to you to be kept alive. Father, he said, son, if I was to send all the people to you right now, where would you put them? I put that with the context of Noah, and now you understand who the Son of Man is. Two of every kind of bird and animal and crawling creature will come to you to be kept alive. Son, if I was to send you all of the people right now, where would you put them? It went over my head. So I said, YouTube, Facebook. Like, did you hear me? I said, if you send them to me so I can put them on my Facebook, my YouTube channel. Father was looking ahead of that. He was saying, son, the time's going to come when I'm going to send all the people to you that's supposed to be saved. But you'll have a place to put them, just like Noah had to build an ark. Is this making sense to people now? Are you understanding how this salvation thing is going to work? Are you understanding how all of this is fitting together? So now, if the days of the end would be like the days of the days of Son of Man would be like the days of Noah, as it was in the days of Noah, the same thing that was happening in Noah's day will be happening in the day of the Son of Man. Now, we need to look at what was said in Genesis 15, right? And we need to break some things down. All right. Look what it says. And afterwards they will depart with many possessions. Look at this. Father says, look, Abram, know for certain that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not their own. I think this counts. And they will be enslaved and mistreated 400 years. Watch this. But I will judge the nation they serve as slaves, and afterward they will depart with many possessions. Watch this. But I will judge the nation they serve as slaves, and afterward they will depart with many possessions. Now, let's look up the word possessions. Let's see if it has anything tied to money. Let's see. Oh, my milk of magnesia. Possession is the same thing as ownership, stuff you already own. Control, hands, keeping, care, something that is owned or possessed. Obtain, occupy, commandeer, attach, belongings. So that's a good one right there. Let's go ahead and look what belongings means. Stuff, luggage. See how it's starting to come even more clearer? Property, worldly goods. And afterwards, they will come out, watch this, with their things. with their belongings, with their stuff, with their worldly goods, with their property, with their luggage, with their baggage. And afterwards, they will come out with their movables. And after this, they're going to be released from slavery. Notice none of these things are promised money. None. Belongings is something that belongs to you already. Your possessions. She didn't have much baggage with her. Possessions, effects, goods. So let's read it out with the baggage, all right? Let's put baggage in there. And afterwards, they will depart with many baggages, many luggages. Now, when it's read in that context, what is this promise saying to Abraham? Do we see anything about money? After they would depart with many possessions, that means something they already owned. Now, let's look at the other one and see how it ties in perfectly. And see how this all ties in with Noah. She was given wings of an great eagle. Watch this when this takes place. So at the specific time is when it's going to happen. But the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle to fly from the presence of the serpent to her place in the wilderness. Given 2 wings of a great eagle. She was given airfare. I'm getting up out of here. That's what she was given. Before, she was given a way to escape. He made a way of escape. When it gets really bad, I'm gonna give him a way of escape. She will be given wings of a great eagle. She will be given airfare to get up out of Dodge. Soon as she sees a serpent approaching, she will have money to get out of Dodge. Now see how that looks like? That's like, this will be like the ark. Just like what? Those who know to do so. 2 of every kind of bird and animal and crawling creature will come to you to be kept alive. Be readiness at an hour, as it was in the days of Noah, so will be in the coming of the Son of Man. Jeremiah, invitation to repentance. I will take you 1 from a city, 2 from a family, and bring you to Zion. Look what's happening. I'm going to take you 1 from a city, 2 from a family, and do what? What am I doing with you? Bringing you to Zion. Come on to the land. Wings of a great eagle. An airplane. Airfare. Look at the wings. Great wings of an eagle. She was given wings of a great eagle. She was given airfare. No way of escape. Once the presence of the serpent showed up, she was given 2 wings of a great eagle. You notice how the stimulus checks came in right at the same time when everything was breaking down? Hey, people probably can't go to work, so we're going to send out a stimulus check to every single family. And they did it like what, 3 times, 4 times, and did even also the relief programs. This is wings, 2 wings of a great eagle being given to do what? To fly from the presence of destruction. That's what's coming. To go where? To her place in the wilderness, where she was nourished for a time, times, and half a time. So the Father promises that the people are going to depart up out of these lands, but he's going to take you 2 from a family and 1 from a city. Just like it was in the days of Noah, so will it be in the times of the Son of Man. The Father is going to send the people who is to be protected. So Noah did everything precisely as the Father had commanded him. Nope, he did a little ad-libs. Nope, he did exactly what the Father told him to do. That's why it was counted as righteousness to him. The great flood. Then his father said to Noah, go into the ark, you and all your family, because I have found you righteous in this generation, in this generation, in this generation. I don't know about other generations, but I know about this generation. You're found righteous. You are to take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, 2 from a family, 1 from a city, male and female from a family. Meaning what? Husband and wife, 1 from a city. That's powerful. Because he keeps saying male and female. Male and female. So we see that the 2 is. The 2 is, so it's like a family. He's taking, I will take you 1 family from a city. A family from a city. Male and female. 2 from a family. 1 from a city. Wow. 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, male and his mate, a pair of every kind of a pair. See, that's the 2. The 2 is a pair. So the 2 says, I will take you 2 from a family, 1 from a city. Now we're starting to see it's starting to make it more of it's a pair that's going on. So if it's a pair, it's male and female. So the whole entire thing is what? I will take you 1 from a city, which is a family. Because male and female is the family. So automatically, anyone who think that they like male on male and they're in Christianity are automatically disqualified from this even counting them. So it's like, oh, the Messiah is going to save us too. They've been counted out because we see that the male and female, even when you look at Jubilees, it was a small cub, male cub, and it was a small female cub, and how both of them turned their backs on their mom. They yelled at her, like, get up out of here. This has nothing to do with you. This is not your portion. To where Noah was like, it shook him. It was like, dang, how you gonna do your mama like that? Hold on. 2 cubs attack their mom. Jubilees. And there were lions. Let me see, what's a cheetah? It was like they scolded her. Not like so much as attack her. They did something. And because she was trying to the mother came by, dropped off the kids, and then she herself lay down on the ground. So what it was like, every animal, watch this, every animal that lays to the ground, every animal that lays on the ground before you, Noah, it'd be Jubilees actually. Where is it? We just gotta dig in it because it's not giving me what I want. So Noah Jubilees, we'll find it. I just thought they would give it to me like right then and there, but they didn't. Girl? All right. No, not that one. Let's put flood. Nope, let's do it. All right, we'll just have to read it. Okay. Excuse me. It might be the book of Jasher though too. Let me go look at the book of Jasher. There's just a part in the Bible or a part in either the book of Jasher or the book of Jubilees where it talks about how a mother had dropped off her kids and then she laid down. There it is right there. Wow. There it is. It's like it just happened right in front of my face. Father knew exactly what I was looking for. We have 5 right here. So here we go. Well, at that time, the death Methuselah, we're going to go here and let me see. Here it is. And thou shalt, we say, okay, so Methuselah, the father said to Noah, Noah, go with thy household into the ark. Behold, I will gather to thee all the animals of the earth. If I be lifted up from the earth, will draw what? All animals, all of our bantus, all of our people, what? Unto me, right? So the beasts of the fields, the fowls of the air, and they all come and surround the ark. He said, you will be what? Also even a light to the Gentile nations, right? And thou shalt go and seat thyself by the doors of the ark. David, Dorman, and all the beasts and animals and the fowls shall assemble and place themselves before thee. Look what he says. The animals, what did he say? You shall seat yourself by the doors of the ark. So where is Noah at? He's at the door of the ark. He's just there and he's waiting. I stand at the door and knock, right? Seat thyself by the doors of the ark, and all the beasts and the fowls, all the beasts, the animals, and the fowls shall assemble and place themselves before you. And such of them as shall come and crouch, bow, lower themselves, humble themselves before you, shall thou take and deliver into the hands of your sons. So if they show up stouty, shows up proud, guess what? The Father didn't choose them. He says those who come and does what? Who humble themselves, acknowledge you. They come on. Those who don't, they gotta get on. Let's see what crouch means. Those who crouch before you. The Father is having the animals crouch before Noah.
Crouch.
Cower, cringe, shrink, huddle, scooch, stoop down, bend down. They stoop down, meaning what? I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to harm you. I'm here to bend or bow servantly. They bowed before him. That's what the Father did. He had the animals came through and bowed before him. And the ones who bowed got on. The ones who didn't, they didn't get on. It's funny. Look at this. The Father said that. Go sit yourself by the doors of the ark, and all the beasts, the animals, the fowls shall assemble and place themselves before you. And such of them as shall come and bow before you shall you take and deliver into the hands of your sons, who shall bring them, watch this, to the ark. And all that will stand, watch this, and all that will stand before thee, thou shalt lead. Stand is the opposite of bowing. If they will not bow to you, they can't come. Wow. The Son of Man, the days of Noah will be like the Son of Man, right? Let's look at that again. Look at what happened with Noah. Yeah, look what happened. as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. The Father has the animals bowing to Noah to get on the ark. That is, am I making this up? Can someone please tell me if I'm making this up? We need to talk. Come on, because we need to talk. We need to talk. Talk to me. Talk to me in the comments. You loony, you don't lost your mind, something. We need to talk. Let's fight. Let's fight this out. Come on. Let's talk this out. Come on. We need to talk. We got some things to talk about. Am I seeing this wrong or is this correct? I'm just saying. Talk to me. We need to talk, family. But what I'm saying, it said they had to bow before they can get on the ark. We there? Doesn't make, talk to me. Is that what it said? Am I reading this wrong? We reading it together. Let's go. Come on, talk to me. Y'all right here with me? Those of y'all who are still up and probably didn't fall asleep yet, y'all still with me. Anybody? Anybody get anything different? Anything? But it seemed like he said you have to crouch down. We see crouch down, the same thing as bend, bowing. Did anyone get anything else different that I might be overlooking? Anybody? Anybody get anything else different? All right. Let me go on YouTube and see if anyone type anything there. Let's see. No one's got anything different? All right. And thou shalt go and seat thyself by the doors of the ark, and all the beasts, the animals, and the fowls shall assemble and place themselves before you, and such of them as shall come and bow before thee shalt thou take and deliver into the hands of thy sons, who shall bring them to what? The ark. And all that will stand before you, who will not bow, you shall leave them. But it's the same thing as what? Some shall be taken, the others shall be left, right? And the Father brought this about on the next day. Watch this. And animals, beasts, and fowls came in great multitudes and surrounded the ark. And Noah went and seated himself by the door of the ark, and all flesh, and of all flesh that crouched before him, that bowed before him, he brought them into the ark. And all that stood before him, he left upon the earth. So those who were proud and could not bow was left. And a lion is coming. Notice that the Son of Man is a king. All that bow, all that humble themselves, all that acknowledge him as king, Father's like, all right, you have the right heart, come on in. Those who don't have the right heart, like, I ain't saying it. Who he think he is? Father like, all right, stay. It's the same thing. It's going to take some humility in order to be saved in these last days. Because he says, let's go back to the scriptures. As it was in the days of Noah, humility saved them. So will it be at the coming of the Son of Man? Humility will be needed. Without humility, it was nice seeing you. I'm just saying. All right. And Noah went and seated himself by the door of the ark, and all flesh that crossed before him he brought into the ark, and all that stood before him he left upon the earth. And a lioness came with her two whelps, male and female. See, these are her children, male and female. She brought her daughter and she brought her son. Now watch this. They're allowed to come into the ark. And the three crouched before Noah. Notice, you can't fool the Father, right? The Father knows exactly who he has issued for salvation, right? So watch this. To where even though she does this, the children are going to put her in their place. That's why I said, no matter what a person does or try to do, if you are meant to be destroyed, there's nothing anyone can do to stop you from being destroyed. It's already in the card for you to be destroyed. So there will be nothing to stop it from happening. You will find a way to take yourself out because you was not meant to come in the first place. And I'm going to show you that right now. No matter what you will try to do or what anyone will try to do, it will not work. If the Father has already meant for destruction for you, then dang on it. There's nothing you, I, or anyone else can do for you. You are just going to be destroyed. And you're going to be done, it's going to be done in a way where you think you're the one who's ahead of your own destruction. Just saying. Watch this. So this is the same thing as the ones who supposed to be destroyed. Like, I'm trying to speak to this person, they're not really listening or whatnot. Some people are meant for destruction, right? Just like there's meant people are meant to be saved. There's meant for people to be destroyed, right? And a lioness came with her two whelps, male and female, and the three crouched before Noah. And the two whelps rose up against the lioness and smote her. Let's see what smote means. Because smote seemed like they hit her. They did. Smote her. They hit their mama.
Smite.
They struck their mama. Now what you doing? Strike with a firm blow. He smites the water with his sword. Be strongly attracted to someone or smitten or something. So it says that the male and the female cubs hit their mama. What you doing? Get up. And the two whelps rose up again. Look at this. She gonna crouch down before him too. They were like, wait a minute, you gonna mess up our place. So he could only take two on. And you crouching down in our position. Get up. And the lioness came with her two whelps. And the lioness came. This is her mama. This is mama. And mama came with her two children, male and female. And the three crouched before Noah. And her children rose up against her and smote her and made her flee from her place. She went away. I told you, no matter what a person say to you, try to get you to come in. If you ain't meant to come in, there will be nothing. Someone, they can say whatever they want to say. You still ain't gonna come in because it's not meant for you to be saved. You are meant for destruction. You see what she tried to do? She tried to lay down there and blend in. You can only blend in for so long before you are seen. And then the Father chases you away. You'll go away yourself. You'll just go on away by yourself. No one will have to chase you. Well, someone will chase you because obviously they made her flee. They didn't chase her. They smote her. They smote her and made her flee from her place. They made her move. And she went away and they returned to their places. And watch this, and laid upon the earth before Noah. They bowed. Look at that. How the Father got a balance to where she could not stand because she knew she was in the wrong. Even though these are her children, they're doing a righteous thing. Like the Creator has given us a command. And mama, right now, you are breaking that command. You're not doing what we was told to do. We're doing what we were supposed to do. So watch this. So the Father got it built in between them. That if one of them try to get in, who is not supposed to get in, even no animal that's not supposed to be saved can actually get anything like try to move anything over the Father's eyes. Look at this. She's trying to be slick. She tried to be slick. The Father let you know, look, I rule over mankind as well as in the animal kingdom as well. That when one of the animals try to get out of order, I have other animals that will check the other animal and put them back into what I told them to do. That is control. So even when he gave the instructions, this is what you ought to do when you get before Noah. You two are to bow before him, and he will know that I've sent you to be delivered, to be saved, and he will put you in the ark. But if your mama tries to bow, y'all are to smite her. And move her from her place. No one is to get in without me saying they can get in. That's how the Father got it. She thought she was going to blend in. He says any animal. He don't know who the animals are. So she's trying to make herself a part of that lick, a part of that clique. Hey, I'm bowing down too. But no one knows he's been taking in twos, mostly. It's three. Something's not right. And they're like, Noah's going to figure this out. You try to take our place. Mama, move. And the lioness ran away and stood in the place of the lions. And Noah saw this and wondered greatly, and he rose and took the two whelps and brought them into the ark. So he's watching the two, whelps put the authority down. Like, this is what the Father said, we are to do it. And they make their mama be obedient. Now, do you think it will be any less in the days of the Son of Man? No. Father is only gathering those who are called by him. So when they say they will leave with great substance, let's go see what that word means. Let's go find great substance. Because people are like, what a word say, great substance. Let's do that. Let's go to King James. Because I know most people want to go to King James. Like, he's in the, Berean Bible. Let's go to King James. What does King James has to say about the situation? What does King James say? Let's see what King James say then. Let's go see it. See if it ties in perfect. Oh, with great substance. Now let's see exactly what substance is. I'm looking for a format of where it says really like money. Let's see, so let's put in meaning. Let's do that, shall we? Oh, here we go. Stuff. Substance. They shall leave with great substance. Stuff. They shall leave out with great stuff. Great material. Great structure, great mass, great weight, tangibility, concreteness, actuality, materiality. They shall leave out with great substance. Look, where's the money at? It's material, matter, fabric. Come on, talk to me. Where's the money at now? This is what the words say. Where's the money at now? Where's the reparations at? Where's it at? Physical material from which something is made or which has concrete accidents, the substance of nerve. So they shall leave with great substance. And it says substance could be the same thing as what? Clothes. Oh, you're gonna leave out with some clothes. What about some shoes? You're gonna leave out with some shoes. So all this stuff they're gonna probably leave out with some what? With computers, with laptops, right? You're gonna leave out with some great. What about a car? Some might send a car over there. They're gonna have a car shipped there. What about, people taking a 401k? Yeah. People taking a 401k over there. They will leave with great substance. So substance will be the same thing as they're gonna leave with what? With their belongings. That's all he was saying. You're going to leave out with your belongings. They're going to come back home with their belongings. They're going to come back with great substance. They're going to come back home and they're going to bring their stuff with them. So remember the last slavery, it's going to be an opposite. See, when the slaves left last time, they was forced to leave, but was they able to grab their belongings? Hey, look, you're going to a faraway country, and in this place, you'll be able to take all your belongings, and they're going to care about what you really like. They're going to care about your stuff, so don't worry about it. Get your personal belongings. We're going to go on this long ride. Some of you might die, some of you might live, but at least you still get to have your stuff with you, and we'll throw it into the ocean if you do die, okay? So your stuff can go to the ocean. You have not read any book where it says that the slaves that were thrown overboard, their stuff was thrown overboard as well, because it does not exist. So the Father's doing something totally opposite of what was done to us in this captivity, to let us know it is something different. When you were taken as slaves last time, they just took you, and then they have you get your stuff and put on the ship, and you was tied in with your stuff that was at your house. No, they took you and you alone, and they put you in chains, and they locked you down in the lower bottom of their boat or their ark. Not an ark of salvation, but an ark of taking away your freedom. So now the Father says you will return, not the way that you came in. You came in with nothing, but you're going to leave out with something. When you came here, you had nothing. But when you leave out of here, you're leaving out here with your 401k. You're leaving out of here with your clothes. You're leaving out of here with your shoes. You're leaving out of here. I'm taking you two from a family, male and female, husband and wife, or husband and wives and their kids, one unit. Go to the land. Father's choosing families from cities to go home. And that number don't have to be huge. It could be very small. That's why he says, be ready at an hour that you do not know. For even the Son doesn't know, but only the Father. But we can see that time when things are happening. It's always happening around feast days and Sabbath days, because those are the days when the Father can be found. So the Father, all he was saying and promised us was a plane ticket to get out of Dodge when things get bad. That's it. That was it. And Abraham, they would come out of where I sent them and go back home. That's what he was saying to them. That is literally the gospel. You can return back home. That's the gospel. That's the good news. Good news is, bad news is I banished you from your homeland a long time ago. Good news is what? You can now return. Isn't that not good news? Isn't that not good news? That's good news. I can go home. I'm no longer banished from out the property. You mean Father can speak to me now peacefully without wanting to destroy me because of what our ancestors did? Okay. I'm just trying to get you to understand that, what we're looking at, right? And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, and thou shalt be buried in a good old age. They shall, and afterwards they shall come out with great substance. They shall come out with their belongings. When the Father begins to judge the nations, after the Father begins to judge the nations, you will begin to start to come out with substance. It's not like they get full judgment and then it's over. No, it says, also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Now, while judgment is going on, the Father is bringing other people out with great substance. Remember, they work hand in hand. The moment when the Father begins to judge a people, at the same time, he begins to show his mercy to another people. Right? He's gonna bring the flood waters on the earth to destroy everything, but at the same time, but you, I'm gonna give you my covenant. I'm destroying everything on the earth, but you I ain't gonna destroy you. I'm gonna give you my covenant. At the same time, while the destruction come on earth, it's the same thing. So you got to look at it in the context now of that. People are waiting for a complete ending to stop. It's not gonna happen. While he is judging the nations, he is gathering people with their great substance to come back to the land, which is simply their belongings. That's it. He said, at the time when I'm judging the nations, get out of Dodge. Why is he judging the nations? Because of this right here. She was given wings. The dragon is coming, right? She's supposed to flee from the presence of the serpent. That is why she is leaving. At the same time, look what's happening. The woman was given wings of the eagle wide to fly from the presence of the serpent. Double fold right there. Twofold right there. Double sword. Two-edged sword right there. The woman was given wings of an eagle to fly. The woman was given wings of a great eagle to fly. Boom. Where? From the presence of the serpent. The other half of the sword. Right. So hopefully I got that. I'm not gonna be here that much longer because I don't really need to. I'm not trying to beat a horse. But you see how all this stuff is like gathering people, feasts. Jeremiah, return, O faithless children. Declares Yah, for I'm your master, and I will take you, one from a city, two from a family, and bring you where? Back home. And in the fourth generation they shall return. Come on now. So don't be the one who like, I didn't understand. I didn't get that. Then it's not meant for you to be gotten then. Okay. Just saying. While people are being destroyed, Father is providing a way of escape in the wilderness. That's all you're saying. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the people. When you start to see all this destruction go on, leave. That's how salvation is working. He did not promise a boat. He didn't promise even any money. There's another part of scripture where the Father says, where is the money that you owe my people? But they've already came to the land by that time. This is a war. But many people are waiting for people to give a reparations before they actually leave. That's not how it works. We must first choose to be obedient and do what the word say do. The word only says that they will return with many possessions. That's all it says. It does not say, and I will give them reparations. He said, I will judge the people who have done them as they have been done. And at the same time, while I'm judging them, I will be providing salvation for my people so they can escape what's coming upon the earth. That makes sense. Everything else will be heard does not. And we can see it with Noah. All right, what monetary value was given to Noah at the time when he was building the ark? I'll wait. Since the times of the Son of Man will be like the days of Noah, we got to see the context in play now. Did Noah need money to get set free? Did he have to wait on an allotment of money to do what he needed to do? You see what the Messiah was telling you now? That's why he said it. He says the best way to get the people to prepare the correct way is to let them know what we're looking for. So he number one, he doesn't say the days of the days of Egypt, the days your people were in Egypt, with Moses and them being in Egypt, will be like the days also as a Son of Man. Because then now we know that with that type of thing, it's going to be some reparations coming from us before we leave. But that's not it. Our minds has to be geared, number one, in being obedient and doing what the Father told us to do. And I've said this before. I believe once we become obedient, doing what the Father tells us to do, doors just gonna open up. It's just gonna wide open. It's gonna slap open. Just swing wide open. But while we're disobedient, he ain't gotta do nothing. All he's looking out for is, watch this. The Father's looking out for his word, so he can perform it in what? In each person's life who has it. Oh, that person doing my word. So let me give him the reward for following my word. It's the same thing as what? Not all the lions crouched down before Noah. Only the ones who was allowed to. Not all the lions or animals was able to crouch down, even if they wanted to. Even, watch this, the lioness, she crouched down before him. So not everybody who crouched down before him made it either. It's the same thing. Not everyone that says, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom. Only the ones who the Father said it was prepared for. Same thing, those two lion cubs, it was prepared for them. So when their mama tried to get on the action and she wasn't supposed to be able to get on the action, Get up. You're being disobedient right now, mama. Just saying. So we're not looking for, per se, money. You're taking your belongings and you're going. This is what you're doing. They will leave. And they just leave. Wings of an eagle will be given to her to leave from the presence of the serpent. Where she see the serpent at, well, we gotta get up out of here. And she's gonna bounce. Just as you saw me grab my stuff and leave, that's what it says. She will leave with great substance, meaning she's gonna be leaving with her belongings. Does that make sense now? See how that makes sense? How the other does not? Wait a minute, they're killing us. But wait a minute, we gotta wait for our reparations though. Timmy just got killed last week. How long is it gonna be before they come? We're just gonna wait for them. They're in the house right now and they're starting to kill us right now in the house. Do we still wait for our reparations? Yes, don't run. Just stay right there. They have guns now. They're ready to blow our brains out. We have waited for our reparations in vain. They'll come, pow. Foolish virgins. Now, scripture says this, and I'm gonna get ready to get up off here after I show this. How come you can't discern the times? But he replied, when evening comes, you say, the weather will be fair, for the sky is red. And in the morning today will be stormy, for the sky is red and overcast. You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but not the signs of the times. Now look at what he just said right there. You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but not the signs of the times. Watch this. Let's go back. Let's go. For the coming of the Son of Man will be just like the days of Noah. For the coming of the Son of Man, watch this, the Messiah will be just like the days of Noah. When the Son of Man appears, things will be just as they were when Noah lived. When the Son of Man appears, things will be just as they were when Noah lived. As in the days of Noah, so shall all the coming of the Son of Man be. The coming of the Son of Man will be like what happened in the time of Noah. Get it? Time. You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but not the signs of the times. A wicked and adulterous generation demands a sign, but none will be given it except the sign of Jonah. Then he left them and went away. So the Son of Man will be a wicked time on the earth. When the Father like, forget this, I'm destroying it, and we're going to start over new. That's where we at now. For it was in the time of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. How is it you can't discern the time that we're in? It's the time to flee, not a time to stay. Make sense? All right. So with that, that's pretty much going to do it for here. I just want to put that out there solid. Nail that bad boy in your head. You ain't waiting on him. He waiting on you. Excuse me. He did what he's supposed to do. He sent out stimulus checks and everything. He gave the wings of a great eagle over. Families receive, like, if you had 2 kids, that was $2,400. $2,400 right there. That's ticket prices right there. Not once, like twice. And they might be doing some more money. So what you supposed to do with that money? When that money comes in, you supposed to do what with it? Stock it away. The rooster just crowed over here. You hear that? All right, so thanks for tuning in to Truth Colors. Remember, truth is not biased. It's absolute. We're going to hear a rooster in the back of my videos now. I don't know what that rooster wants, but it needs some. It must be like getting early. I don't see the sun coming up yet. But right now, the rooster is crowing. And the rooster crowed twice. He said, you will deny me 3 times before the rooster crowed twice. It just crowed again. Now the rooster was the sign of the watch. Inside of the rooster is a watch. Roosters, without fail, at certain times of the day, that they'll do their, they'll sound off their alarm. If I come in the first watch. If I come in the second, if I come in the third, you have a rooster usually roosters like 3 times. But how many times do they do it in a day? You'll find out the watch. The best time to find that out is here in the land. Is to be here, find out when the first rooster crows, first watch. The